Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Mr. Abdul Abbas, your commerce teacher in SS1. How are you at home and your family? I hope you are coping with the type of online teaching we are using now. We pray that Allah should increase us in knowledge and He should make us better Muslims. So inshallah, we are going to look at the topic we are going to look at today is foreign trade documents. The last topic we look at is money, where we discuss the meaning of money, the functions of money, the types of money, the features or qualities of money. They also look at the difference between money and other commodities. So inshallah, the topic we shall look at is foreign trade documents. In your second term, if you still remember, we look at international trade, or what is referred to as foreign trade, where we discuss foreign trade extensively. We look at the meaning that is a foreign trade is a trade that exists between two or more countries of the world. So between two countries of the world. So now this foreign trade, there are some documents that are required to be using by the importing and exporting nations. So in order to know certain information about the goods that are being transported. So now the types of these foreign trade documents are, there are various documents which facilitate international trade. These documents are as follows: 1. Consular invoice. 2. Bill of lading. 3. Certificate of origin. 4. Shipping notes. 5. Airway bills. 6. Indents. 7. Ship manifest. 8. Freight notes. 9. Customs specification. Then dock warrants. 11. Bill of site. 12. License. Then 13. Insurance certificates. Then 14. Bill of exchange. These are the documents that are being used in international trade, or what we refer to as foreign trade. So let us now look at the meaning of these foreign trade documents one by one. Number 1, consular invoice. This is an invoice issued in the embassy of the importing country, showing the original price of the goods in the country of origin. The invoice is signed to prevent understating the price so as not to attract less custom duties. Consular invoice is an invoice issued by in the embassy of the importing country. So mean that a country that is to be imported now, that importing country is going to issue what is referred to as what consular invoice, showing the original price of the goods in the country of origin. So this invoice will show the prices of the goods in the country of origin. So, and the reason why of using this invoice is that it is signed not to prevent the understating the price so as not to attract less custom. For example, now the importer, they will like to reduce the price at which they have bought the goods in order to ensure that what they pay lesser custom duties to the government. So in order to prevent them from this practice, that's the why consular invoice is being used as what, as international trade documents. Not only that, there are some goods. For example, now in West Africa, we have some countries who are in the same association, and we have some who are not in the same association. If the goods are coming from the countries who belong to the same association to the importing nation now, it will attract less custom duties. There are custom duties that is going to be collected by the country. So by the importing nation, is going to be reduced compared to the when it is being imported from non-member country. So for example, now countries in ECOWAS, if goods are imported from countries in ECOWAS, it means those members of ECOWAS now, they are going to charge lesser custom duties to the goods coming from member nations. But if this is good that are not coming from member nations, they are going to charge higher custom duties. That's why this type of consular invoice is necessary. It will show the origin, the country of origin, where the goods is coming from. It will show it. Then the price at which each of the goods has been sold is going to show it. You have to know the type of custom duties to collect on it. That's that on custom duties on consular invoice. Now another one is bill of lading. Bill of lading. This is the document of title to goods which are sent across two countries. So it is an evidence of shipment and a document of title to claim goods. It gives the holder a right to take possession of the goods. When we say this bill of lading is the document of title, that is, it is a document that will convey ownership to the person that is given. So it is document that will make the trader to claim that he is the right owner of the goods. So it's an evidence of shipment and a document of title to claim goods. So if the bill of lading is given to maybe a consignee now, it shows that that consignee is the right owner of such goods. So and that's how we say it gives the holder a right to take possession of the goods. It gives the right it gives the holder the right to take possession of the goods. Once it has been given to the holder, then it shows that that holder is the right owner of such goods. So that's bill of lading. Number 3, certificate of origin. This is document signed by a customs officer of the exporting country to show the country from which goods have been exported or where it originated from. It is prepared by the producer to accompany the goods in order to determine the place of origin. Certificate of origin, as the name implies, this has to do with a document that will enable us to know where the goods are coming from, where the goods have been originated. And as I have said earlier, I said that the country that belong to the same association, they charge lesser custom duties for their goods. For example, now Nigeria is one of the countries in ECOWAS. Likewise Togo. So the goods that are coming from Togo, Nigeria will consider to charge lesser prices on it because they belong to the same association of what ECOWAS. And that is why many countries are interested in knowing where the goods are coming from. And that is the reason why certificate of origin is being used for this purpose. Number 3, shipping notes. This is a document sent to the shipping agent by the exporter. The document contains instructions transporting the goods. It is a request to the shipping company to transport the goods to a named destination at a particular time. So this document now, it is sent by the shipping agent, by the exporter. Exporter will send it to the shipping agent. So in telling the shipping agent that it has been instructed to transport the goods from the destination that has been named by the exporter. So it is a permission or is an instruction given to the shipping agent or shipping company in transporting the goods to a named destination at a particular time, which has been what? Which has been described by the what? By the exporter. That is the purpose of shipping notes. So another one is what? Here will be number 5. Here will be. This has to do with only air transportation. It has to do with what? Air transportation. This is a document made out by or on behalf of the consignor or goods to be transported by air freight. So it's a document made out or on behalf of the consignor of goods to be transported by air freight. So when we say consignor is the principal. So for example now, let us consider this. We are having two parties to transaction or to buy and sell of goods and services. In the local market, we use buyer and seller. But when it has to do with international market, we use consignor and consignee. Consignor is the seller and we usually refer to it as principal. while consignee is the agent or the buyer of the goods. So it's a document made out by or on behalf of the consignor or goods to be transferred by air freight. So consignor will make it known there is goods should not be transported by any other means other than air. So and that is what essence of what wey bid is. Now e shows names of consignor, consignee, airport of loading and destination. So consignor we have said is the principal, consignee is the agent, airport of loading, okay, and destination, that is where the goods are to be taken to. So that's that on airway bill. Another one is indent. What's an indent? This are an order to buy goods conveyed by an importer to a po ten tial supplier. It can be placed with the seller or agent. Indent can be open or closed. Now what is an order? Is an instruction, to buy goods from a po ten tial supplier. For example now, a person that is sending maybe another person to buy goods for him in another country, that person might say, okay, the goods I want you to buy for me, buy it from so place. And at times the buyer might not state where the goods is to be bought from. So but as far as index is concerned, is another instruction to buy goods conveyed by an importer to a po ten tial supplier. So he's going to prescribe a supplier from whom the goods is going to be bought from. So it can be placed with the seller or agent. Index can be open or closed. So when I say index now, it can be made open, it can be made closed. What's an open index? Is another instruction from abroad to a merchant with freedom to purchase goods from any manufacturer he places. So meaning that an open index now, the buyer now or the importer does not stipulate or does not specify the type of supplier or the type of manufacturer in which goods are to be bought from. There is no specification, meaning that the person that is sent now on abroad from abroad to send to the person that is sent to abroad to buy the goods can buy it from anywhere he pleases, that is open index. But as far as closed index is concerned, the foreign buyer will specify the manufacturer from whom the goods are to be purchased. If it is closed index, the foreign buyer will have to specify, okay, as we are going to China to buy my goods, I want you to buy from company A. So meaning that the foreign buyer now has been restricted to buy from so place. That's what an indent is all about. So it's an order to buy goods conveyed by an importer to a po ten tial supplier. So the supplier now might be made known to the person that want to buy. Okay, this the person I want you to buy my goods from. And at times he might make it what close, that okay, might make it open, that okay, you can buy it anywhere. That's that on an indent. Another one is shipping manifest. As name implies, this is a document to be completed by the captain of a ship and lodged with the custom authorities before the ship can leave the port. It's a document to be completed by the captain of a ship. So captain of the ship has to complete this and lodge with the custom authorities before the ship can leave the port. After the document has been completed, so it will now be given to what custom authorities. So what are the information is going to show in it? It shows particulars of the ship. So the ship, the name of the ship or the number of the ship is going to be shown. Its cargoes. When you say cargo, cargo has to do with what? Goods that are what to be transported. The goods that are to be transported are referred to as cargo. And destination, that is where the goods are going, where the goods are to be taken to. So that's the name of what destination. So all this information are to be contained in the document known as shipping manifest. Another one is freight notes. Freight notes. This is a document which shows the carriage charges for a particular cargo for a specified journey. So when you say freight, freight is a term being used for the charges on international trade. So the charges either air transport or sea transport. The charges that are related to transportation either on sea or on air transport now, we call it freight. We call it freight. So freight note now is a document which shows the carriage charges for a particular cargo for a specific journey. So all the charges now for the goods are going to for the cargo are going to be shown in the freight note. It is issued by the shipping company to give details of all of charges for shipping a particular consignment of cargo for a specified journey. So now consignment, it has to do with goods, cargo has to do with goods. So freight note will show all the charges issued by the shipping company now. So that is what we refer to as what freight note. That is a note that shows all the charges on the cargo, on the goods that are going to be transported. Another one is dock warrants. Dock warrants. This is a receipt for goods delivered and stored in the warehouse. So we have said that we are under your ace to trade. We have defined warehouse as a place where goods are kept until it is demanded in the market. But now there are three different types of warehouse. We have a warehouse that is owned by government, and that is bonded warehouse. Bonded warehouse is a warehouse in which goods are kept until custom duties are charged, are paid. Bonded warehouse is a type of warehouse in which goods goods that have been transported are kept until custom duties are paid. So now when we now say the dock warrant now, when the goods are collected from the importer, it will be by so goods will be collected by the customs authorities to the warehouse. So so when they are going to give them receipt, custom the authorities to give them receipt just to tell them that okay, to show that yes, they have that goods with them. So after they have now paid the custom duties on it, now their goods is going to be what is going to be released to them. It entitles the holder to take possession of goods. It is also known as dock receipts. So dock warrants are also be referred to as dock receipts. So that is that of dock warrants. Another one is bill of sites. This is a document used in the import trade. In the import trade, where importers are required to complete the appropriate entry documents if there is insufficient information about the cargo to determine correct duty in advance. So meaning that when there is no enough information concerning the goods, when we talk about shipping manifest, we have said that it's going to comprise of all information about the cargo that are to be transported. But in case when there is nothing of such, bill of site is going to be given to the importer now to fill it, to fill the cargoes, about to fill the what the bill of site in relation to the cargo that the ship has been carried, so that they are going to use it in determining the custom duties that will be paid on the goods. So that's the essence of bill of site. So when there is no sufficient information about the goods that have been carried, then bill of site is going to be given so that they are going to fill it in expressing the cargo that the ship has been carried out to what to determine the correct duty to be paid. So another one is license. This allows the importer to bring a certain quantity of foreign goods into a country and to purchase foreign exchange. So now every importer and exporter, they must have a license. They must have license. That is according to government policy. So now that importer now One, if an importer or exporter has license, is going to be allowed to take part in foreign goods, in foreign trade. Not only that, he is going to what, to be able to buy for purchase foreign exchange. So foreign exchange means, maybe for example, if I'm going to Ghana now to buy, there is a place in which I can what, exchange Nigerian naira to collect their what, maybe to collect dollar. For example, let's say I'm going to America now to collect what, American dollar, in order to use it to buy goods from international trade. So without license, importer will not be allowed to import. We have said that without license, their what, importer will not be allowed to import or to export. They also, license is used to restrict import quota. License is used to restrict import quota. So when you say license, okay, when you say import quota, quota is the restriction. Quota is the restriction on what is to be imported. That is, every importer will be given certain quantity of goods to be imported into the country. So license is used to restrict what is to be imported and to foreign trade, so as to prevent dumping. And also, if an importer is to import, there is going to be a restriction so that they will not turn a country into a dumping ground. Number 12, insurance certificate. This shows that exporter has paid for insurance to protect him against risk. So insurance, we are still going to deal with insurance in SS2. So insurance is a kind of arrangement in which the importer and exporter are expected to what, to have insurance certificate to, or to protect themselves against risk which might occur. For example now, if goods are coming maybe by air, the goods might be stolen, might be lost on the way. And also if it's by sea, the goods might be peril, might be sunk. So if such will happen, the trader might not have enough money to continue the business again, and that is why it is advisable for the importer and exporter to protect themselves against risks which might happen in the course of their trading activities. And if it is okay, the marine insurance policies enter into to cover the cargoes against the perils of the sea. Now, insurance is not made compulsory, but as far as marine business is concerned, that is, importer that are transporting goods on what, on sea, marine insurance policy is compulsory for every importer to take out. That is, to take as what, as policy from insurance company. So meaning that anyone that is going to engage in international trade whose goods are going to be carried on what, on sea, they must take out insurance policy known as marine insurance policy. It is compulsory that goods are insured before they are exported. That is that. So as far as marine insurance is concerned, it's compulsory for them to what, to insure their goods. Now another one is bill of exchange. This is an unconditional order in writing addressed by one person to another and signed by the person to whom it is addressed to pay on demand or at a fixed or determinable future time a sum certain in money to the order of a specified person. Now, it's an unconditional order, meaning that there's no condition attaching to its instruction in writing. So it's going to be in writing. Addressed by one person to another. So meaning that it's going to be between two parties and signed by the person to whom it is addressed. They are going to sign on it to pay on demand, that okay, when this time comes, so it's going to, the money written in it is going to be paid, or at a fixed or determined future time, or the time might be what, might be a future time in which the person will be required to pay the goods, to pay for the money to the order of a specific person. Now what do we mean by this? So this, it has to do with what, between creditor and debtor, between creditor and debtor. and its bill of exchange is prepared by the creditor. Bill of exchange is prepared by the creditor. Now let's say somebody is owing creditor certain amount of money, let's say 50,000 naira now, and the debtor has been approached. Okay, creditor tells the debtor, pay my money. The debtor says he does not have money, so maybe the debtor now promises October to pay for the money, but the creditor is in need of money. He has said that he cannot wait for the time to get the money. So and the debtor says he doesn't have money at that particular time. So in that wise, creditor can go ahead in preparing bill of exchange. That bill of exchange is going to be written by the creditor. Debtor will sign in it, and it's going to show that bill of exchange will show that certain amount of money is being owed by the debtor. So debtor will sign, creditor will sign. Creditor will now take it to the bank. So bank will look at it, bank will also sign on it. So after they have signed, bank will now give the creditor that money at this particular time, at this present time. So when that October comes, then bank will now collect the money from the debtor. So that's the essence of bill of exchange. So and one might say, how the bank will now get money? Let's say 50,000 naira I said the debtor is owing. Bank will not pay that full amount to the creditor. Bank might pay 45,000 to the creditor. So the when the time now comes for the bank to collect the money, bank will now collect face value of the money, which is 50,000 naira. So meaning that bank has made a profit of 5,000 naira. So in that now, we usually say bank has discounted the bill. So that's what we factor as what? Discounting bill of exchange. So now, foreign bill of exchange is a negotiable instrument which can be discounted by bank and is sent by the seller to the buyer. That's what I said. So bank will discount it. That the face value of the money will not be paid by the bank to the creditor. The bank will pay below the amount. So when the time that the debtor has promised now comes, bank will now collect the face value of the money. So meaning that bank will now make the profit of 5,000 naira. So that's that on foreign international documents, the documents that are being used in international trade. We pray that Allah should give us the understanding of what we have just said, what we have just discussed, and should make us better Muslim. Inshallah, we shall continue from there in our next lesson.